Hi friends, let's talk about manufacturing industries, sample question and answers. Explain the importance of manufacturing industries. See, production of finished consumable goods from raw materials or products is called manufacturing. Okay, it is considered as a backbone of economic development. It helps agriculture by providing machines for agriculture and providing employment. Industries in villages provides jobs. Manufacturing provides jobs. It brings down the poverty, and industry helps in foreign exchange by exporting finished goods. Okay, industry brings prosperity to country. So this is why manufacturing industry is very important. Next question: explain ways to reduce industrial pollution. First one, minimize the utilization of water by reusing and recycling water and do rainwater harvesting. Okay. Then second one, treat the output of industries. Do not let them into river directly because they are toxic and they should not be released directly. Regulate and minimize use of groundwater. Okay, smoke coming out of smokestacks in industries need to be filtered with electrostatic precipitators, 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 fabric filters, scrubbers, and inertial separators. So these are the actions you have to take to reduce industrial pollution. Next question: classify industries based on raw materials. One is agro based industries, which based on raw materials from agriculture. Raw products are cotton, wool, sugarcane, tea, silk, rubber, etc. These need machines from manufacturing industry. Okay. Next is mineral based industries. Okay, the raw material is iron ore, bauxite, etc. Okay, raw processed iron steel output is taken to manufacturing industries to make machines. Okay, so the two industries, agro based industries which depend on agricultural products, and mineral based industries which for whom the raw materials are minerals like iron ore and bauxite. And the output of mineral based industries, that is processed iron, steel, okay, that can be given to the manufacturing industries to manufacture further machines. So this is the answer. How is chemical industry in India diversified? Indian chemical industry has both large and small manufacturing units. Okay, chemical industry, again chem dot chemistry chemical ind dot industry countries. Okay, is our he contributes 3% of our GDP. Okay, inorganic and organic sectors have seen a rapid growth. So this is how Indian chemical industry is diversified. How are industries responsible for environment degradation? Pollution is the negative effect of industrialization. Industrial exhaust output has SO2, that is sulfur dioxide, CO, carbon monoxide, CO2, carbon dioxide, dust, smoke particles, and this causes air pollution and cause respiratory diseases. That is the problem. Toxic gas leaks, example Bhopal gas tragedy, has long term illness effects. Okay, industrial discharge of organic and inorganic waste that is put without treatment into rivers causes water pollution. Okay, water pollutants are dyes, detergents, acids, pesticides, fertilizers. Okay, iron and steel slugs, right? All these matter which are put into river in an untreated manner are causing water pollution. Next question: explain factors responsible for location of industry. See, whenever you want to locate an industry in some place, it should have close proximity to raw material supply, because industry needs raw materials. So the industry will be set up in closely to the place where raw materials are available. Labor, okay, industry requires skilled and unskilled labor at low cost. So wherever the labor is there, the industry will be there. Availability of capital, money is necessary to set up factories. So wherever the place where there are funds available, that's where the industries will be there. We need power, sources of power for electricity, coal, gas, etc. are needed to run the industry. Then we should have market to sell our products produced. Okay, so these are the factors which define where the industry will be located. Explain types of industrial pollution. See, water pollution is release of untreated chemicals into rivers from factories. Soil pollution is dumping untreated chemical waste on grounds, and it seeps into the seepage of chemicals into groundwater. All this is soil pollution. Okay, air pollution is unwanted gases, SO2, sulfur dioxide, CO, carbon monoxide, CO2, carbon dioxide, smoke, dust, etc., released untreated manner into atmosphere from paper mills and smelting plants. Okay, so this is air pollution. Noise pollution caused by machinery, loud sound in factories. Okay, where there is no silencer is used and the machines are not maintained properly, it will cause a lot of noise pollution. Thermal pollution caused by release of hot water from industries directly into rivers will cause thermal pollution. So these are other types of industrial pollutions. Give ways to reduce water pollution. First one, recycle water. Okay, harvest rainwater. Then do ash pond management and ash water recycling and liquid waste management. So these are the steps for water recycling and water management. Stop groundwater contamination by proper waste treatment. Okay, use technology like sedimentation, biological processes, and flocculation, FLOCCULATION. So these are all the technologies using which we can sort of recycle, manage water used in the industry and not cause water pollution. Next question. Why economic strength of the country is measured by manufacturing industries? See, manufacturing industries help modernize agriculture. Okay, the industries are the one which transform raw materials into finished goods consumed by people. Okay, so if you take any product that the human consumes, all are coming from industries. Industries create jobs. Okay, it removes unemployment and poverty. And export of manufactured products gets foreign exchange and increases trade for the country. Because of all the economic reasons, economic strength of country is measured by manufacturing industry. Explain factors of concern of iron and steel industry. Factors of concentration, CONCN is concentration of iron and steel industry in Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Okay, why is it concentrated there? See, availability of good quality of hematite iron ore at low cost. Okay, and high grade of cooking coal available. Okay, this should be COOKING, cooking coal available from West Bengal and Jharkhand. Okay, so iron ore is available at low cost. Cooking coal is available from West Bengal and Jharkhand, which is nearby, and there is high quality manganese and limestone available nearby, which is used in steel production. Availability of low cost labor. Okay, availability of industries that use iron and steel as their raw material. So when the iron and ore is processed and iron and steel is made, that steel is now used by other industries as raw material. Okay, and availability of road and rail transport. Because of all these reasons, Chota Nagpur Plateau region has a constant concentration of iron and steel industries. Okay, explain factors for jute mills on banks of Hooghly River. Okay, Hooghly, this is HUGLI, Hooghly River. Okay, nearby areas produce jute. That is one reason. Second one, low cost water transport available. So whenever jute is produced, that is transported to mills using low cost water transport. There is good road, rail and water transport to move the raw material to mills, jute mills. Okay, abundant water is there to process jute, which needs a good amount of water is available. Okay, then low cost labor from West Bengal, UP, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha are available to work in jute mills, and port facilities are available to export jute. Because of all these reasons, there is a concentration of jute mills on the banks of Hooghly River, HUGLI. Why we are not able to perform to the full potential in iron and steel industry? See, one is high cost and limited available of cooking coal. Though cooking coal is available, it is not enough for our production. Then low productivity of labor. People working in the iron and steel industry are not trained. Okay. Then there is irregular energy supply in terms of electricity. Okay. And there is poor infrastructure in terms of road, rail. Okay, and more foreign direct investment is needed, and more R&D, research and development is needed. Because of all these reasons, still we are not able to perform to our full potential in the iron and steel industry. Okay, so R&D will help you create new technology to make the production of iron and steel better. Foreign direct investment will give you the necessary money so that you can do more R&D and better production processes. Okay, so these are the reasons. Next question: explain challenges faced by jute industry and objectives of the national jute policy. Okay, jute has a competition from synthetic packing materials. It also has a competition from other countries such as Bangladesh, Thailand, etc., who also produce jute. And there is a decrease in demand for jute packing materials and jute carpets because of the synthetic packaging materials coming into market. Okay, and we are currently using old and inefficient machinery to manufacture jute. So because of all these reasons, it's a challenge faced by the jute industry. So what the national jute policy aims to do is make the jute packaging mandatory. Instead of using synthetic packaging, which is not very convenient, it's harmful to nature, they are suggesting always mandate jute packaging because it is biodegradable, and give good prices to jute farmers, okay, and enhance jute cultivation yield per hectare. Okay, if you do all these three things, I think jute packaging can pick up and the jute industry will improve. Explain role of chemical industry in Indian economy. It contributes 3% of GDP. It is third place in the chemical industry in India is in third place in Asia, and it is 12th place in the world. Okay, it consists of large and small industries producing organic, ORG is organic, and inorganic chemicals. Okay, inorganic chemicals include H2SO4, which is sulfuric acid, which is used for fertilizers. Okay, inorganic chemicals also include synthetic fibers, plastics, adhesive, paints, dyes, nitric acid, glass, soap, detergent, paper, okay, caustic soda. All these are inorganic chemicals which are produced by the inorganic chemical industry. The organic chemical industry works on petrochemicals. It produces rubber, drug and pharmaceutical outputs. Okay, chemical industry supplies to agriculture and industrial applications. So what are the chemicals you produced in chemical industry are going to agriculture also as fertilizers, insecticides, etc. And also it is going to other industries such as iron and steel industry. So these are the role of chemical industry in Indian economy. Explain the textile industry in Indian economy. Okay, it contributes 14% of industrial production. It employs 35 million people and the second largest next only to agriculture. Okay, so textile industry sort of employs 35 million people, just second after agriculture. Agriculture employs most number of people. Okay, it earns 25% of foreign exchange, has complete value chain. Okay, so this industry, textile industry, not only produces raw materials like cotton, jute, etc., but also from cotton finished products like clothes, and further finished products like t-shirts, shirts, pants are also created in India. So complete value chain is there, right from raw material to the final product. Okay, mention measures to minimize environment degradation. Okay, use smokestack filters to catch precipitate matter, okay, before they escape to atmosphere. Okay, so this will minimize the air pollution. Recycle water, harvest rainwater, okay, and treat water to destroy the chemicals such as dyes, detergents, acids, salts, pesticides before they are let into the river. Okay, fit machinery with silencers. This will decrease noise pollution and make machinery efficient. Okay, so these are the steps which we can take to minimize environment degradation. Explains problem faced by cotton textile industry. See, one, we have erratic power supply which we need to get rid of. Then weaving machinery technology, we have to upgrade it. Okay, low output of labor, we have to train our labor. Okay, competition from synthetic fiber. Okay, so all the whether it's the jute industry or cotton textile industry, they are facing competition from synthetic fibers and synthetic textiles. Okay, that has to be dealt with. and it is fragmented into small units. Okay, we have very small players fragmented around, and the high quality of yarn which we produce is exported. Okay, and it's unavailable to the local players. So these are all the challenges faced by the cotton textile industry. Classify industries based on capital investment. Okay, the based on the capital investment, that is the money invested, there is small scale industry which requires less than or equal to 1 crore INR. Example, toy industry. And there is large scale industry, okay, which requires few hundred crores. For example, iron and steel industry or the automobile industry. Okay, there are also many in between industries which might be classified as micro, small, medium, enterprises, that is MSME enterprises. So those will also require less amount of money, but anything like industrial iron and steel and automobile will require more than hundreds of crores. Textile industry self-reliance. Okay, complete value chain is there. Explain. See, textile industry produces raw products and the final consumable products. It provides jobs to farmers, cotton pluckers. It produces jobs to spinners, dyers, the people who weave it, weavers, the people who package it, packagers. It also provides jobs to tailors, okay, and sewing people. So all these people are employed in this industry. It contributes significantly to industrial production. India has a world class spinning, able to use all kinds of fiber, okay, and foreign exchange earner and GDP contributor by exporting textiles. So because of all these factors, the textile industry in India is self reliant and it has a complete value chain. Okay, classify industry based on main role. According to the role, basic industry is the iron and steel industry and copper smelting, etc. These are the basic key industries because we need iron and steel and copper for everything: building buildings, trains, aeroplanes, rails, transport, whatnot. Consumer products. This is the second industry, consumer industry, which is products consumed directly by people. So maybe sugar, fans, papers, toothpaste, etc., etc. So these are the two kinds of industry: the basic or key industries and the consumer industries. Why sugar mills are concentrated in sugar producing areas? Okay, because it's easy availability of raw material such as sugar cane, which is difficult to transport. So once you cut the sugar cane, instead of transporting, if the industry is nearby, the sugar cane is processed and sugar and jaggery are created. So that is why the industries are concentrated near sugarcane growing areas. Okay, issues with the industry. Currently, we are using old inefficient methods of production. Okay, there are delays in transport. Okay, we need to use the we need to do maximum use of the bagasse, BAGGASE. So what is bagasse? So this is the pulp residue. You take the sugar cane and you sort of press it, juice will come out, and what is left is nothing but the bagasse. And we should ensure that we make the maximum use of this. Okay, and also it's a seasonal industry. Whenever during the seasons when the sugar cane grows and is harvested, this industry will work, and the rest of the times the industry will move a little bit slow. So these are the issues with the industry which is the sugar mills. Okay, how to boost agriculture sector in India? Explain. Okay, we should provide machines to modernize agriculture that increase productivity. Okay, we should provide irrigation pumps, fertilizers, okay, pesticides, machine tools to farmers. Okay, if you provide all these things to farmers, they will be able to better produce the crops. And provide vehicles for transportation of agri-foods. Okay, so these are the steps which we need to take to boost the agriculture sector. Production and consumption of steel is index for development of a country. Explain. Okay, see, all things the country needs use iron and steel. Okay, for example, all industries need machines, and machines are made from iron or steel. Okay, electric machinery, defense equipment, bridges, dams, shops, house, all these construction of buildings use steel. Okay, vehicles for transport use steel. Okay, consumer goods need steel: bicycles, fans, furniture, tractors. So you can see that iron and steel is used in many areas for buildings, for vehicles, for consumer goods, etc. That is why production and consumption of steel is a index for development. Okay. Hence, steel production and consumption is an index for the country's development. Why cotton textile industry concentrated in cotton growing belt? Okay, because see, favorable climate is there, black soil is there. Okay, and this helped in growing abundant of cotton. Okay, and there is a huge market for cotton textile around Mumbai. Okay, so that is why, because of the favorable climate and the black soil, cotton grows a lot, and there is a huge market for cotton textile in and around Mumbai. And well developed transport facilities are there, low cost labor from nearby areas are there. Okay, so all these factors led to the concentration of cotton textile in cotton growing areas, especially around Mumbai. And there is mild moist climate which is favorable for spinning cotton. Okay, so these are the reasons why there is a concentration. Okay, explain National Thermal Power Corporation (NTPC's) approach for environment preservation. Okay, see, first is optimum utilization of raw materials using latest equipment. Okay, so what NTPC says, which is National Thermal Power Corporation, that we will make raw materials use optimal. Okay, minimize waste generation by minimizing maximizing the utilization, ash utilization. Okay, and provide green belt for nurturing eco balance. Okay, so though we have the industry, we'll also plant trees, and we will provide a green belt for nurturing the ecology balance. Okay, and residue pollution. Okay, we will ensure ash pond management, we'll ensure ash water recycling and liquid waste management and ecological monitoring of our power stations. So what National Thermal Power Corporation is saying is, anybody who runs a thermal electric generation plant has to abide by all these rules, so that the environment is preserved. Okay. Next question. Describe 4 types of manufacturing sectors. First is based on ownership. Okay, who owns it? Okay, so public sector is owned and run by the government. Okay, it belongs to government, nobody else. Okay, so BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. Okay, all these institutions are run by government. That's why it's public sector. Private sector is owned and run by individuals or groups. For example, Tata Motors run by Tatas, Mahindra's, Ambani, Reliance, or Bajaj Industries. These are run by individuals or groups. Joint sector, where government or the state and individual together run it. Okay, for example, Oil India Limited is a joint sector. Okay, cooperative sector. Cooperative sector is a group of people, a group of agriculturists, a group of carpenters. They just form groups and they form cooperative industries which will help their trade. Okay, so owned by production of raw material people. Okay, the people who produce raw material, right? Like sugar mills, coin industries, handloom industries. They form cooperative industries and they cooperate with each other for their trade. So that is cooperative sector. Thanks, friends.